Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of Transformer Facts Friday. This is another weekly roundup show that I like to do on this channel, which gives me the perfect opportunity to keep you guys up to date with things that I found going on in the world of Transformers. And I will of course let you know what's going on with this YouTube channel, and at the moment there is so much going on. I'm going to get the review of Super Starscream put up very soon. I've done the transformation, you've probably seen that. I've got Missing Link Sentinel Prime done and ready to go as well. I believe my 40th anniversary Optimus Prime is coming as well today in the post, as well as I say, sorting through all the Transformers 1 products that have came. I've got another special unboxing tomorrow morning, and again there's probably going to be quite a lot of content on here, guys. I appreciate some of the videos will be of use to you, some of them won't be, as I've already put in the community that some of these are going to be, you know, more aimed at the younger viewers or for parents, etc. But I still want to get the videos out there so again they can use it as a reference point if need to, and maybe kids can go back to it themselves and use it as, you know, transformation tutorials for them. So as always, really appreciate the support, and apologies in advance for the abundance of stuff I'm going to be putting up on here over the weekend. Right, let's move on. Anyway, this is something that was all over Instagram for the last 2 days, but if you don't have Instagram, you can now watch it on TFW 2005. It's a very short 12-second clip about these two people here in a what looks to be a Japanese anime sort of style mini cartoon. This is a crossover with Converse. It's some Decepticons and Autobots fighting behind some shoes, and then they fly through the air and land on the feet of the people in the video, and that's pretty much it. But it is another crossover, it is another collaborative. There's just going to be so many by the end of the year, it's crazy. For those of you who are interested in this figure, the pre-orders are up on Shozy right now as we speak. That is of course Dr. Wu's take on a Flywheels figure. Right, moving on to something that I've got to hold my hand up. I don't know too much about it, only what I've read to you in the past, and I'm going to read this out as well because again, as I say, this is completely out of my comfort zone. So this is the Netsuka Optimus Prime. This is that really expensive Japanese button fastener. So it says it's a Manju Netsuki, a classic and traditional mini sculpture used as a button fastener, originated in the 17th century in Japan. Now it's 660,000 yen. So it's $4,500 US, but there is only going to be 10 of them worldwide. So if you are rich enough to want one of these, or if you know somebody who's rich enough to want one of these, they need to get their hands on it pretty fast because there's not going to be many of them and they're not going to last. Right, let's have a look at the images of it. So it does look pretty impressive, I've got to say. I'm nowhere near justifying the price of it, but again, it just proves and reiterates everything I've been saying, excuse me, for as long as I've done this channel. There is nothing that is left out of the realm of being a transformer. I suppose this, to be honest, is a bit more like your Microman. Microchange things, it shows you everything on here, it shows you transformation processes, because of course that's how the Microman and Microchange toy lineup started. It started off as general household things that turned into robots, like your Soundwave, etc. Things like that, you know, things that you would generally have around the house. So this is taking it to a completely different level. As I've said, it's beautiful. It looks incredibly intricate, incredibly clever, and I doubt I will ever see one in hand in any case. But I just want to share it with you because it's probably going to go down as one of the most expensive Transformer items ever made. Right, mini sort of spoiler alert, well it was for me anyway. We've got Blockees Transformers Galaxy version Wave 5 characters. Now these are all from the Transformers 1 movie. Now this, I didn't even know these were in the movie, so it's kind of spoiled it a little bit for me, but they do look great. But again, I had no idea. So we've got Ironhide, we've got Hound, and again, these are little model kits, guys. You've got is that Tracer or Tracker, Def Tracker, there we go. And of course, Sentinel Prime. So I had no idea that him and the other two at the beginning were in the particular movie, but there you go. Blockies are well and truly on the case, and they've already got model kits of the figures available for you to purchase as well. Right, Fans Hobby. MB25, this is their first test shot robot mode from actual modes, and again this is another take on an Armada character, and they've got some brilliant images here. These are just screen grabbed from their Facebook page, which you can see there. And at the moment, as I say, they really are knocking the ball out of the park for their Armada figures, as well as I say, the Master Force. They seem to have left G1 alone, apart from Master Force. What I mean by that is the main 84, 85 characters, movie characters, they've gone onto Super God Master Force, which I know isn't this, but they've gone onto the Unicron trilogy and are currently making amazing Armada figures. So there you go, that's that in prototype. I've got more images with them combined with Optimus Prime coming up very soon as well. Something else that's interesting with another third-party company, this looks to be like a huge throne for Unicron. So I'm just going to read exactly what that says. The new update on the premium collectibles Studio Unicron on his throne statue. So there you go, it's the throne and the statue. And it also says the product is moving forwards with a new look at the Chris Cooksey collector's version design. So that's what they're looking at doing. I have no idea on size, dimensions, weight, or, you know, everything that you need to know, and of course price. But again, we watch with anticipated breath. New Age are now shipping their toy deco versions of their take on Dinobot Slug, which is good news for people who've ordered them. And then finally, for third party, we've got a collection space take on a female Starscream figure. So this is clearly Starscream. It's got the same color scheme. She's just got different heads, different hands, and slightly different weapons by the looks of it. So they've just made Starscream look really feminine, nice and dainty. And again, I can completely see why they started doing this. When the Bishuji figures first come out, I didn't really know much. Well, I was a little bit, what is the word, perplexed? Because I think obviously anime is obviously nowhere near as big in the UK as it is in the rest of the world. So of course, as soon as somebody says, you know, and I used to like manga, I still like manga, but I used to be bigger on manga in the younger days, etc. So as soon as somebody puts that comparison together, I completely get it. So this, again, it's just genius. It's just so clever how they get our favourite characters, and then they just turn them pretty much into something that will cater for a whole, it comes with a stand as well, she comes with a stand, sorry, into a whole new audience, and gets even more collectors on board. Genius. So there you go. That is Collection Spaces Star Queen, not Starscream. Very clever. Right, you can order her soon from Shozi, along with all these other figures in here. So basically anything that's third party. With regards to mainline figures, you can't really get them, but you can get Takara Missing Link, you can get Takara Masterpiece, you can get 3-0 and YOLO Park model kits. As I say, the only thing that you can't get is mainline generations and studio series, but you can get everything else, guys. And as always, I will keep you up to date with everything as it's coming out. In the meantime, stay tuned for Missing Link later on, and of course the full review now you've seen the transformation process of this beautiful figure. As always, guys, thanks for the support. Take care.